a fan, we don't have to tell you that video games are taking this country by storm.
In 1980, Americans spent $3.3 billion playing video games.
Something like a sport almost, parts of it. Coordination and developing patterns.
It lets you release some of your tensions. And, lets you think for a minute that you're a pilot of a spaceship destroying aliens that are attacking the Earth.
It's good just to sit down and not have to think for a while and just blow things up. This is a good way of taking out your aggression.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Right then, this is Sharky from Shar-Kade. So today I'm going to show off our 48 terabyte Hyperspin setup. I'm going to transition between some advertisement stuff like that. So hopefully it all pans in okay. I think it started off pretty fine. And it's looking cleaner today as well. So stream's looking a lot better than usual. So this is a test. Basically, this unit's set up for testing. It was sent back. It had been damaged initially. It had to be sent back to get repairs done to it and stuff, because its shippers, as usual, pissing around, damaging stuff during shipment. So this has been sent back. I've repaired it. Seems to be working flawless, so I'm pretty confident it's going to stream fine today and stuff. But if it goes off all of a sudden, that's the reason why there's obviously some problem internally. But what better than to test the machine is to actually live stream on it and gameplay and all that sort of stuff. So this is going to show as well the power of the Shar-Kade units. Now, this is one of our Ultimate Deluxe control panels. So there's a Ryzen 5 CPU, 16 gig of DDR4 Ram, an RTX 3060 in this one, I believe, and a 120 gig M.2 SSD. Now, as standard, now we do the 4060 GPUs for our standard Ultimate Deluxe control panel 16 terabyte builds. Now, this is usually a 32. It's getting upgraded to the 48, which we'll see today. It hasn't got my latest update. So there's the last 3 games I think I added the other week I've done a video of. It hasn't got those on, but it's got Tekken 8 on, Until Dawn, all that stuff. So we'll check all the other cool titles out. And yeah, like I say, this is going to show how powerful a Shar-Kade unit is by obviously live streaming direct from the unit. Now, it doesn't come without its hiccups, because I do stream from XSplit, and XSplit can play funnies on certain systems, especially PlayStation 3, PS3. The XSplit software in the background doesn't allow PS3 stuff to load. So stuff like Deadstone Pirates isn't going to load because it runs through like a RPC S3 emulator, and then so on. So PS3 stuff I won't be able to play while I'm streaming. What else? With our units as well, you can upgrade them. So this has got 16 gig of RAM. You can upgrade to 32 or up to 64 if you wish. 32's about the max you should have to go anyways in RAM for gaming and stuff like that. The CPU can also be upgraded to the 5 series Ryzen sets, so chipsets, so you can go up to any Ryzen CPU. But to be honest, the Ryzen 5 CPU is perfect. It's perfect for all-round gaming, and it just works really well. So yeah, as for CPU, you don't have to upgrade the CPU. The GPU, now the Ultimate Deluxe control panels can only fit, I think the best card that'll fit inside them at the moment is a RTX 4060. The 4-player control panels will fit in the RTX 4070 Ti or even the 50 series if you want to upgrade to the 50 series. Now, I haven't tested the 50 series on the software yet. Obviously with new graphics driver updates and new GPUs, some older games might not be longer supported. Tekken 7 was a prime example. An older version of Tekken 7, when the graphics drivers updated, it broke that game. That game would no longer play or load or out like that. So when I do go to higher end series cards, you gotta be aware some systems might stop working on those driver updates until there's an update and stuff like that for those systems. Now, some older emulators, especially like the Switch stuff and that, is no longer supported, doesn't have the Switch emulator anymore for it and stuff. That's being updated and stuff like that. So you've got to be aware that if you do go with a higher end series card that hasn't been tested, then there could be a problem. Not saying that there would be, there just could be. Right, do I sound okay on the headset? Can you hear us all okay? Right, so what I'm going to do, let's have a look, 2 moments. Let's plug in my controllers. Right, let's head up to MAME 4 players. And since we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on, let's load that up.
Loading. Loading complete.
Now, to make it more comfortable for myself, I'm gonna use the Xbox controller. So I'll use DDR3 there.
Fire! Hang on, April.
Now, if everything's working fine, it should transition. Yep, perfect. Right. So with our arcades, we do have our 8TB setups around 340 systems. With 98,000 games. Now our 16TB comes just over 100,000 games, with over 340 plus systems. Our 24 and 32TB is 100,000 plus, and so on and so on. So more games. Now, between the 16TB and the 32TB setup, there is a PC Plus collection with a huge collection of next-gen PC titles. So stuff like the new Spider-Man 2, God of War, and so many more. Now the 40TB does have God of War Ragnarok as well, so we have a collection of next-gen titles as well as some older school PC games, so obscure titles. We have a huge collection between the 40TB setup, a huge collection of Xbox 360, original Xbox games, and then we have a huge collection of PS3. On the 16TB we do have the Techno Parrot stuff, so we have all those next new gen arcade shooters like House of the Dead 4, Scarlet Dawn, all those titles. Right. Get them. Him and his toothpick. You call him JJ now. Hey dude, alright. Yeah, so Krisscoolmods is in the chat. I'm sure he'll explain his 10%. I think he's doing a 10% off on anyone that orders the 48TB build. So if you wish to upgrade to his drives, he'll do a 10% off discount for any Shar-Kade owner with the 48TB setup. And that makes his drives actually slightly cheaper than mine. So 10% off is a bargain, absolute bargain. So we do, like I say, we do have a discount ourselves on the 48 terabyte setup. So if you order a 48 terabyte setup, you will get the 40 and 48 terabyte setup free. That's 600 quid off on your order. So basically you're paying for a 32 terabyte build and getting our ultimate 40 and 48 terabyte build. Once you have the 40 and 48 terabyte build, you can purchase Krisscoolmods beast drives. So that is OPQRS, and you can turn your machine all the way up to 128, I think, terabyte, which is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So Krisscoolmods drives will work alongside my system. So you just plug his OPQRS drives into my system, and then you'll be able to load them up from my Hyperspin front end, which you don't see anyone else's system work like that. Only mine and Krisscoolmods system works that way. So if you want the ultimate arcade setup, you can have best of both worlds. You can have Shar-Kades and Krisscoolmods setup running alongside each other. Donatello is crap, man. I'm getting the arse kicked. Right, so I'm going to just quit that game there, and let's take a look at what else we've got on the system. Let's try another 4-player game. Let's try the Simpsons. Simpsons is a cool game. Now I have done some updates as well, which will be on our newer systems for the Zinmo controller setup. Basically I've got all the controls working with the main menu, so if you do want to just chill out on your Shar-Kade Ultimate Deluxe control panel, you can just pick up your Xbox controller and play from there. You will still have to exit via the arcade control panel itself, but yeah, I may do one where it's coin and start at a later date on the controller as well, but we'll see. It's a lot of configuration I've got to do to set that up. So yeah, we currently run MAME 4 players in full screen. Now we have standard MAME in, we have it in bezel mode, but I prefer full screen. If you ask me, I don't like CRT filters, and I like it full screen. I like it stretched. I like to see me whole game. But it looks absolutely great. I'm actually playing on a 100-inch TV in the front room. It is a 4K, but it's set to 1080p currently. Looks absolutely great. Plays perfect. Now, if you did want CRT filters and stuff, I'll leave that down to the customers. With Krisscoolmods drives, he actually has a ton of different filters and shaders and stuff like that. So for systems that I don't have them set by default, if you purchase Krisscoolmods drives, as import drives and stuff, he has some cool bezels and CRT filters. One of his bezels actually interacts with the control as well, so as you're pressing buttons, it's pressing buttons on the bezel. It's brilliant stuff. I was really impressed by it when I first seen it. Beat Skinner. Has anyone ever completed this game in the chat? I think we complete it at the arcade? We might have done. Me, mate, and the wife, like. Because I know there's like a cloud level in it, like a dream level. Because I think you come through the woods. I can't remember what happens after that. Oh yeah, we did complete it because you fight. Is it Smithers at the end or Mr. Burns? I think Smithers and Mr. Burns. I think at the end of this. If I remember, the bosses in this was ridiculous. I think it's designed to just take your time, like. There's one quid gone. There's 2 quid gone. It's unnecessary the amount we've got to actually hit him. I bet you used to eat your money. It's ridiculous, man.
Blow up your balloon and go after Maggie.
Cool,
Ready? Go!
Nope. How did I come third there? Bots, hairs higher than 50 on the side there. Bull crap. Right, I'm gonna jump out of this one.
Who the hell are you?
Right. Let's have a little look through the 4-player games. I might not play another one, but let's have a look through. I was never a fan of WrestleFest, man. I know people rage for it. Right, let's head back. So we have a huge MAME collection. Now this is our biggest MAME collection on here. Now you can do a search by letter. If I want Street Fighter, just head to T, go up. Street Fighter. But I play Street Fighter every time I do these videos, so I think I'll go look.
Optic blast. Hadouken!
Let's try Sunset Riders.
Loading.
It is actually going to be arcade controls, isn't it?
Loading complete.
Right. So we do, like I say, we have our 48 terabyte free discount code. That gives you 600 quid off any 48 terabyte arcade setups. Now you can, like I say, once you have the 40 terabyte setup, you can purchase Krisscoolmods drives. Krisscoolmods has a 10% discount off on the drives as well, so 40 or I think it's an F drive, which will knock you all the way up to 128 terabytes. We also have discount code GUN, that's GUN, that will get you 500 quid off all our sharpshooters as well. So that's discount code GUN for £500 off any of our sharpshooter builds.
Marry me with my money.
Right then, let's give that an exit there. Yeah, sorry mate. Yeah, couldn't see the chat there. Right, so let's head back. Let's head to, because I want to just chill with the Xbox controller. I haven't got anything in front of us to play on the control panel, so I've got to sit on the floor for a while. So, Let's play analog system. Sony PlayStation. Let's have a look, see what games there is. Can't hear us now, can you not? What's that like? 2 seconds. Alright, I think you can. Right. So.
Are you ready? Let's go rapping!
Ah, Space Invaders. This was good, man. I like this game. Yeah, this is
file.
Out of all the Space Invader games, I think this is the best one. Like, unless they've got a newer one
Extraction
that's better.
complete.
I think they did do a newer one, but I don't think it was as good as this. I used to love the Activision logo and that. What was it, Vigilante 8 and stuff had the same logo, didn't it? That was a good one. Vigilante 8. Second Offense as well. Used to do like special moves, I think it was like up, down and right down and stuff like that to do special moves on it. It was ridiculous. And Hogs as well. Right, let's have a look. Right, what I'll do is I'll play this, then I'll plug in a trailer, but I don't know if the game sounds might interfere. If the video sounds, I'll have to check it out in a minute. Let's play a bit of this. This and R-Type Delta was probably the most played games, and G Darius was not a good game. I might put that on. The arcade version's solid. Right. Hit it. Yeah. Oh, I missed it. Hit that. Yeah, smashing it. I haven't played this in years, man. I have completed it quite a few times. So the idea is to hit, say, 4 yellow ships. Perfect. Let's have double shot. No, what was that again? Dodge that. Yeah, so 4 coloured ships will get you a special. Right, I need a green one. Another ship's coming in. Hey, Johnny, mate. 2 seconds. I'll read your message in a second, dude. I missed it. I used to smash this as well, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Your timing from when you're a kid's different than when you're an adult, man. I got an extra life anyways. Sorted. Horizon left. Ooh, took two over there though. There, 2 rockets. Sorted. I want to keep them 2 rockets if I can. Horizontal right. So good, I could play this all night, man. Oh, that's messed it up. Yeah, you got to keep them double rockets if you can, man. Diagonal burst. Once again. Let's do this, boss. Drops do remember, yeah. It starts bouncing. Okay, shit. Oh, I forgot. Lights to the side, I'll get right. Game over. Didn't do as well as I used to, but still first place, but that was terrible. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let's exit that because I want to find. Right, let's. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in and.
If you are a fan, we don't have to tell you that video games are taking this country by storm.
In 1980, Americans spent $3.3 billion playing video games.
Something like a sport almost, parts of it. Just coordination and developing patterns.
It lets you release some of your tensions and, lets you think for a minute that you're a pilot of a spaceship destroying aliens that are attacking the Earth.
Good just to sit down and not have to think for a while and just blow things up. This is a good way of taking out your aggression.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Right, so let's have a look then. J-Rod mentioned Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast. I don't know, was it an analog control Dreamcast? Don't want to have to sit on the floor if it's separately controllers, right? I used to have a Dreamcast. Yeah, it did have analog controls, so it should be set up with the Xbox controllers. Where is it? Sega Dreamcast. It was a game I used to love. Don't know how good it was now. I may try Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I did used to have the Michael Jackson version as well. There was a Michael Jackson remix. I thought I had it on here. It was cool that had all the like Michael Jackson tracks and that. There was a game, what was it? Zombie Sonic. It was a cool game, man. Zombie Revenge, that's it. Let's give it a try.
Loading. Loading complete.
I do have PC version as well as Soulcalibur, one of them. I cannot remember which one. There was a few, wasn't there? What was the one with Yoda in and stuff, and Darth Vader and that? Right, Johnny, yeah. Yeah, we'll send you some examples over of that design and that, mate. The dark one looks sweet. The dark background one looks really nice. So like I say, I'll try and send you some high quality pictures of it so you can see the actual depth and stuff rather than seeing it on a YouTube video. Right, Zombie Revenge. Is it set up? Yeah, it seems to be working with the color. Now I cannot remember how to play. But it was such a good game, this. I remember playing it all the time.
Are we still following this guy?
He's the one making the zombies. To catch him, we have to follow. Let's go.
Bullets. Shotgun. Antidote. Shotgun.
How do that? Oh, there. Right.
Help me! Help!
Bullets. Bullets. Bullets.
Here, take this! A man with golden eyes said to give it to you. How did I get myself into this mess?
I think you need to worry more about your dodgy shoulder pad. It was definitely better than I wait. It was definitely better than I thought. Like,
There's no time. There's no. There's no time. There's no time.
the time isn't necessary.
Soulcalibur, wasn't it? And what else?
Shotgun.
I'll play Final Fight. Or the arcade version. Yeah, I'm trying to stick with the Xbox controller so I don't have to like kneel on the floor. I'll put Marvel vs. Capcom on. Soulcalibur. Yeah, but let's try a bit of Soulcalibur.
Loading.
Might as well try stuff different than what I usually do.
Loading complete.
Cannon Spike. Not heard of it yet. Yeah, so like I say, we do have a discount code.
Namco.
We currently have a special offer on all our 48TB builds. That is £600 off if you purchase any one of our 48TB arcade builds. That basically you're paying for a 32TB and you get the 48TB add-on free. That's a £600 off. Massive saving. Ridiculous, really. 600 off an arcade is ridiculous. You get one of our ultimate builds, and then Krisscoolmods is doing a 10% discount on his add-on drive. So once you have our 48TB set up, you can then purchase Krisscoolmods add-on drives as OP, Q, R, and S drives. That he's doing a 10% off on those as well. His drives are also slightly cheaper than mine as well, so 10% off is a hell of a bargain.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
This is a samurai
versus Ivy. Battle 1, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Battle 2, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win!
Virtual Fighter coming out. I was never a fan of Virtual Fighter. I still play it. Virtual Fighter. It's no Tekken.
Victory strengthens the... You win! Battle 2, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win!
He's your character, dude. Maxi.
Mitsurugi versus Maxi. Battle
yeah, I
1,
can see why.
Mitsurugi, you battle 2, fight! Victories, you win! Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Mitsurugi versus Astra. Battle 1, fight!
Where? I was kicking it out.
You, battle 2,
That's
fight!
bullshit.
You win! Final battle, fight! This victory, you win!
Still kicking ass.
Mitsurugi, battle 1, fight! This victory, you win! Battle 2, fight! This victory strengthens the soul. Mitsu, you win!
Without losing.
Mitsurugi versus Sophitia.
Show you the PS5 yet.
Battle 1, fight! Mitsurugi versus you. Battle 2, fight! Knockout! This you win!
8 stages in this.
Final battle, fight! This victory, you win!
It is pretty kick-ass, man. It is cool.
Battle 1, fight! This victory strength, you win! Battle 2, fight!
The edge.
Knockout! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Mitsurugi versus Inferno. Battle 1, fight! 1. Battle 2, fight! Of the ring.
Yeah! Smash it.
Strengthens the soul
Lots
of
of rap.
Mitsurugi.
Yeah. Oh, is that it?
You win!
Wait, that was easy. Right, let's quit that. Cool. I used to like South Park Rally, man. It was such a good game. Was it only on the Dreamcast or was it on the PlayStation as well? I don't remember what I used to play it on. It might have been the PlayStation. It was good, man. Right, someone mentioned PS5 game. Let's have a look. So which one should I do have to update this list as well. Let's go God of War.
Loading. Loading complete.
Yeah, I never used to have an N64. I used to play one run me mates and that, Mario Kart and stuff. I had a Saturn. I had a Saturn. I had I had a Master System, Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, Sega Saturn, I think. I had a Dreamcast at one stage. I had PlayStation 1, then bought my own PS2, PS3, so on. Xbox, I didn't really bother with Xbox and that. Right, God of War. Right, so since I haven't got music blasting in the ear, we do have a discount code on all our shark shooters. That's £500 off. Of all our shark shooters, the discount code is GUN. That's GUN for a 500 quid off. I will plug in a shark shooter advertisement. I do recommend you go and check Wicked Gamer's review out of our shark shooter. He does a nice in-depth review of our shark shooter system. Comes with over 400 shooter titles. You can also connect Krisscoolmods Beast light gun drive to our setup as well, our shark shooter, and then you can use the gun for IR, the aim track guns, the Blamcom guns, the fusion guns, and the retro shooter. I think, did I mention retro shooter? And tons more light guns to the setup as well, turn it into an all-in-one. Now his gun drive will mainly work with other light guns, not mainly my gun kit, though D-Mul shooter can be set up with those guns on his drive as well. Just those guns don't support every light gun game that's out there, but it supports more stuff, especially stuff that runs through D-Mul shooter as well as Techno Parrot, MAME and so on. We have also set it up with the PS2 stuff as well, which is quality, man, quality. We were the first as well to set up the recoil on those guns on the PS2, and the recoil in game on the PS2 stuff actually is supported as well for true recoil. So it was strange because realistically the PS2 never had recoil guns for the PS2 that I was aware of anyway, so it was hard coded in the recoil feature into the game, which is interesting. So let's start God of War. Obviously it's a very long-winded story based game, So I'll play a little bit of it and stuff, and then I'll quit out of this. Now it will probably look clean, and it does look clean, and we're only at 1080p, right? This is obviously the PC version, not the PS5 version of the game. So anything that was PS exclusive originally, or on the PS4, PS5, we have added the PC version, so you're getting those high resolution textures of the game itself. So it looks cleaner than what a PS4 or a PS5 would look anyways. And as you can see, the performance is perfect. I mean, we are streaming as well, so we're live streaming from a Shar-Kade unit with the game running as well at max settings. It's such a good game, this. I love the Ragnarok as well. Few things bugged us in it, but it is such a good game. I've completed these multiple times. I think aren't they doing the new one? I think it's to do with Egypt, isn't it, aren't they?
Found some.
Get in the boat, boy.
So if you're just joining in and watching, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Share the video out if you can as well. Share it out as much as you can. Like I say, we do have some discounts on the go of our arcade units. This, like I say, game is playing through one of our Shar-Kade builds. This was a repair. It's been sent back for repair. It got damaged initially during shipping, and it's been sent back, and it's been fixed up. So what better way to test it is to stress the system out by live streaming from it, as well as playing high-end games, stuff like that. So I mean, if it handles this, it should handle anything. And so far so good. Right, I'll mute me mic 2 seconds and I'll be right back.
Father?
What?
Did something change? The forest feels different now.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm actually playing as well on a 100-inch TV, 100-inch 4K TV. It is, like I say, set to 1080p. The 4060 RTX 4060 that comes standard now in these machines will upscale in some games to 4K, but it is recommended stick to the 1080p at max settings. You get nice high refresh rates. Now there is some games on the 3060 and 4060 GPUs that you can upscale to 2K, and some games to 4K, and I think Devil May Cry runs actually better at 2K resolution than it does at 1080p. Let's have a look at my graphics settings. Yeah, all set to ultra.
That was the last.
Which one's that called again? What Silent Hill's that? It's that Japanese one, isn't it? I was playing 2 on here, man. I might load it up actually. That's so good. I wanna actually play that, complete it. Yeah, that's Silent Hill 2. I'll have to check, see if it's actually added, because I do still need to add a couple of new games. That's on me other drive at work.
Well, there, did they call to me?
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake was good. Seemed good at the anyways. I haven't played it all yet. Resident Evil 4 remake was perfect.
Well, there, did they call to me?
But yeah, with one of our Shar-Kade units, our arcades, we have a ton of next-gen titles. So when you go to the 16TB build, that sets you up with one of our higher end setups. Then over time, if you wish, you can upgrade to the 24TB or 32. So straight up from 16 to 32 if you wish, and straight from 32 to 48TB. Like I say, if you purchase the cost of a 32TB today, you will get the 40 and 48TB add-on basically free. So you'll be purchasing a 48TB build, you'll get 600 quid off. It's going to be the cost of a 32TB build basically. So massive bargain.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife. It was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you not.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay, this way. Father, why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt. What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
More tracks?
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh! Now what?
This way, boy.
Hup! Oh. Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way.
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father. He broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Wow.
Go.
Oh. Imagine here. There it is!
Hold! What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Fight it.
You'll be feeling the better side of me hand. You little ginger turd. Its little miserable face. Right.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
Right. I think it's time to plug in some advertisement.
stronger. They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
Right then, let's quit this game. So that's a PS5 collection. Let's head up. And what else can I have a look at? I'll tell you what we could do. Let's go on Call of Duty. Let's load Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Loading. Loading complete.
Now then, we do have something different on our 16. I think this is on the 16 terabyte build. So, or is it? No, it might be 32 terabyte. Black Ops 3 could be. So basically, we have a cheat system on some of the PC titles. Our cheat system, you can enable and disable cheats on the fly. Now with Black Ops 3, it's different. You can actually use the arcade controls to enable and disable cheats, which I'll show off in a second. Now, our Black Ops 3 as well is larger than most people's version of Black Ops 3. We have over 200 odd gig on Black Ops 3. So we have a ton. We have 70 custom maps. Now some maps are pretty crap. Some custom maps are crap. The standard. Some are pretty cool, but some are outrageously good as official maps. We do have maps that have Easter eggs in. We have stuff like Cyberpunk Town there, which is cool. It's all proper cyberpunk themed as well. And we have Mori, which I think has its own Easter eggs and stuff in it. We have where's that one I was playing earlier on? Westerns. We have Westerns. We have Westland. Not sure. I don't think I played that one. We have the Void there. We have Town as well, which used to be a classic. Was it Transit? Off the Transit. So that's just a town from Transit, I believe. We have Terminal there. I could try that one. Let's try a couple here. Let's go on this one. So let's start again. Now I was right in the modern in the early days of Black Ops. So Black Ops 1, I used to mod on zombies and on multiplayer as well. When you used to get your old USB mods, then you had your jailbroken PS3s, which then you could do mod menus and stuff like that. What's happened there? Is it still loading? It's loading. Right. So if I press you should hear some dings in the background there. And now I've got unlimited ammo, unlimited grenades. And unlimited health.
Double points. There are many powers, many forces still at work in this realm.
Yeah, I don't know what the Easter eggs are on this one. Boxes over there. But yeah, nice clean custom map. Yeah, it's made really well, man. Really, really well. Little Abe Lincoln hat on him there. I want the shotgun because the shotgun's rapid. Got a crossbow there. I played this earlier on and I couldn't figure out how to turn the power on it. And I think I went in most of the buildings. Break through this door. Let's find this shotgun. There was a... Is that it there? No, that's the Essex. Where's he? That's a pistol. There it is.
It's often said that a workman is only as good as his tool.
Rapid fire. Yeah, so if you wanted to learn the maps and the Easter eggs and stuff, you can do. You can just set the cheats on, have unlimited health, unlimited ammo, and then you can learn the map, and then once you've learnt the map, shut quiet. Shovel required.
Zombie blood.
There's a workbench. I think that's to build the Blundergat acid bench. Right, let's end that. I'll have another look at another map. So if you wish to purchase one of our units as well, hit us up at dean@Shar-Kade.co.uk. Everything should be linked down below in the description of the video. Like I say, we do have special offers on. That special offer is on at a limited time only, so it's worth grabbing it while you can. Like I say, I am keeping it up for a little while, just so everyone can grab that special offer. We have Kino there, Ascension, that's a good map, I like that map. Shangri-La there, Moon, Origins. I played that one before, it was alright. 1938 Town. What's that? Alien? I don't think I've played that one. Let's try that. Now, like I say, you won't find any of these maps on any other arcade build. These are all custom maps, and you've got to have a certain version of the game to be able to play some of these maps as well. So it's not as easy as just getting Black Ops and installing some custom maps.
We were unable to detonate the warheads for unknown reasons. All helicopters and MTF units go back to Gate B immediately.
There seems to be a problem with the door control system. The door isn't responding to any of our attempts to close it.
It's an unusual map. Can't go anywhere at the minute. Cool. Right, so
this message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified
electric fuse. Ah, the souls are going in there. How where's these zombies? Cool, I didn't even notice that. Right, I don't know if there's any new comments. I think me thing's playing up again. No. tell you what, with these past 2 custom maps, so it does take a while for these zombies to come.
Being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere. It is speculated that these objects are of extraterrestrial origin. The broadcast will quiet at this time for your safety. This Eastern Standard Time. It is speculated that these objects are of extraterrestrial origin. The broadcast will quiet.
Greetings. Retrieve the artifact and take it to the launch platform.
Not made by That's better. Come on then. I'm going to be filling that up. Yeah. Oh, I must. Sure, you meant to put something in there first. Zombies take the time coming out. Now look at the size of that. Yeah, get some of that. Isn't that great, were you? Moment, pick that gun up.
I'm gonna put him back in the ground.
The other gun was better. I should have changed the pistol and picked it up.
I got a shotgun. This thing better pack a punch.
All the shotguns and crap. Right, I'm going to end that there. Right, so let's have a look at what next-gen titles. So all these go all the way up to the 32 terabyte build. So some games, most of them are on the 16 terabyte. Then you have another large collection on the PC Plus games on the 32 terabyte. So there's a mixture between the two drives on one system. So Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has been added, so that's just got to be re-added to this drive. And like I said, this is just a test unit because it's come back for repair, so it will be updated as well. And we have stuff like Forspoken on there, Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 5. We have Gear Shifters, Ghost of Tsushima. Let's load Ghost of Tsushima up. Right. Can't remember which one was my
loading.
Right, why is that? Ah. Is it not on there then? Let's have a quick look. Let's quickly look. Should be on there. I thought I added it early this afternoon. Games, PC games, Ghost of Tsushima. No, I mustn't copied it over. Is it on the 30? No, it won't be on the 16 terabyte. It can't be on there. It should be on the 32. I mustn't have added it, so that's got to be added tomorrow as well. ABCDFG. Ghost and Goblins, right? I must have seen Ghost and Goblins on there and thought it was one of those. Thought it was Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. So the 32 terabyte games, PC games. Yeah, so I'll get that added tomorrow. Let's have a look. Actually, let's go back. So let's have a look on the PC Plus selection. Which one's that? That's the new Assassin's Creed Mirage as well. That should be. That media's missing, that's why. Of the 32 terabyte drive. Same with the new. Yeah, so Black Sad's another new game that it was added. That media's got to be added to the 32 terabyte drive. And what else was it? Dragon Ball Sparking Zero on there as well. Let's have a look. I think there was another couple as well. Indiana Jones. So all the new ones that I've done a new video of are going to be re-added to this drive, but I'm going to clone it anyways.
rather than add them. And the Ninja Gaiden ones as well. So it's got the database on there, it just hasn't got the media on the drive or the game, I don't think. Silent Hill 2, that was a good game. And we have added the new Splinter Fate as well, which we've done a previous video, so you'll get all these new games as well. The Devil Within, Sagat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splinter Fate will be on there as well, on the 40TB setup. We have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater H1 and 2. So that's not the HD remastered, that's actually the remake, I think. Which is quality game. I waited ages for that coming out. No. Silent Hill does take a while to get into, but I'm gonna load it. It's such a good game. Alone in the Dark as well is interesting. Alone in the Dark, it was good, man. Are you rough? Are you, Chris? Catch you later, dude. Take care, mate. Yeah, Alone in the Dark was good, man. So it's got the new Alone in the Dark on there as well. Like I say, Assassin's Creed Mirage is on there. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to load... I could start Alone in the Dark, actually. It's not a long-winded game, but it's something different. I don't usually play...
Loading.
I didn't play this one last time. I played Silent Hill.
Loading complete.
Right. Think. Extras, that's it. Character skins. Sure, there was more character skins on this. Let's put it on now. So yeah, if you're looking for a retro arcade machine with all the modern titles as well as your new arcade games as well as your old school titles and your next gen titles, hit us up at dean@sharkade.co.uk. We have on offer at the moment our 40 and 48TB add-on. That's a 16TB drive, absolutely free. Basically it's 600 quid off. So if you're gonna purchase one of our 32TB builds, you'll basically get the 40 and 48TB drive free. But you would have to put in for the full 48TB, put in a discount code, and then you'll get 600 quid off. Now Krisscoolmods is offering a 10% off for Shar-Kade customers that order the 40 and 48TB with the full 48TB build.
What do you make of it?
you
It's nonsense,
will
of
get
course.
10% off
But
on
I'd
his
be lying
drives,
if I said
so
it
the
didn't
O,
bother me.
P, Q, R, and
You see, it
S,
runs in my
which
family.
would then take you all
Possession.
the way up if you wish to
No,
purchase a
detective.
whole collection, all the way up
Deteriorating
to
melancholy.
128
Practically
terabytes.
every member of the
Absolutely
Hartwood family is
ridiculous.
driven mad
Now
with
you
it
don't
or
have to
all.
order them all at once. Now you can order, say, the O, P, Q, R, S, whatever drive you want,
But
in
Jeremy
whatever
didn't
order
kill
you
himself.
want. All you do is
that why
purchase
he's
his
at the
drive,
setup?
plug it into our machine, and then you
Despite
can
being
load
convinced that he
his
had true
drive
weaknesses,
up from
he
our
decided to
front
put his
end
last
main
chips
menu.
on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
Hey D. Thomas,
It's a
dude, how's
story
it going,
he
man?
tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Yeah, so we are currently streaming as well, direct
terribly
from the
insignificant.
Shar-Kade
And
Ultimate
people
Deluxe
mean so
control
very
panel.
little to one another. But there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
And what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone.
Yeah, this was a returned damaged unit for repair, so I thought we might as well do a live stream from it to fully test the unit out, make sure it's working correctly and stuff.
No.
Unfortunately,
need to wave it
customer had a
around
bit of a
depending on how
nightmare
agreeable the staff
with the shippers and stuff. So
What exactly
he bit
are
the
we
bullet,
gonna
sent
do
the
when we
machine
find
back
Jeremy?
for repair, and then
I don't
yeah.
know.
So I'm
Let's
going
just
through the
find out
tests and that, and what better way to test it than the live stream and gameplay from it. It shows the true power of our Shar-Kade units. Who do I pick? I prefer Edward Carnby, to be honest. So Lone and Dark, I think it goes back to, is it Jack is Back? That was on the, was it the Sega Saturn? And that was the Lone in the Dark game, wasn't it?
Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be.
I did like Alone in the Dark 4 though, that was a good game. Not many people I think liked it, but I enjoyed it.
I'll go
man.
around back.
Right, I think it's time for a advertisement plugin.
If you are a fan, we don't have to tell you that video games are taking this country by storm.
In 1980, Americans spent $3.3 billion playing video games.
Something like a sport almost. Parts of it. Just coordination and developing patterns.
It lets you release some of your tensions. And, lets you think for a minute that you're a pilot of a spaceship destroying aliens that are attacking the Earth.
Good just to sit down and not have to think for a while and just blow things up. This is a good way of taking out your aggression.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back into time. Hadouken!
So that was our Hadouken free play arcade. Let's jump straight back into the game.
Now what do we got here? It looks like this game's quite demanding for the stream to stream on it. That's one big treat if it was at a conservatory. Huh? What? I need the key.
Been a while since I played this. Come in that way, didn't I? Need a key for there.
I need the key.
And I can't get in through here, can I? No. I think there was something over in this corner last time I played.
Then
there must be this here.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
Which way do I go then? Well, I can't be bothered to spend an hour or so looking around where to go. It's been a while since I played that. That is Alone in the Dark. It is a pretty good game. It's a little slow at the start though. It is a bit slow. So let's quit that. So let's head along. So we have Dead Island 2 on there as well. Enchanted Portals. There's Fears of Fathom. Seemed interesting. I've seen a few videos on those. There's another one I think on here, Don't Scream. That's interesting. Right, Ghost Runner 2. I haven't played much of that, but the first one I played quite a bit of. And God of War Ragnarok. So we have God of War Ragnarok. That comes on our 40 terabyte setup.
Loading complete.
So with a 40 terabyte setup, you get a ton of NextGen titles and obscure titles. Now, with our systems, you can buy. Skip that. So you can buy, let's say you start off with a 16 terabyte build. Our 16 terabyte control panel builds start from 2,500. Fully plug and play, comes with an RTX 4060 graphics card, Ryzen 5 CPU, 16 gig of DDR4 Ram. Then let's say a few months down the line you want to upgrade to the 24 terabyte build, you can do. Then if you want to upgrade to the 32 terabyte, it's another 8 terabyte add-on. So each 8 terabyte add-ons you're paying 300 quid for, right? That's cost of the drive and then the setup and all that stuff. So yeah, so you're paying 300 quid for each partition, each 8 terabyte drive. But you can purchase a full single 16 terabyte that comes with 2 add-ons in one, for 600 quid. Now, from the 16 terabyte, I do recommend you go up in multiple drives. So you go up in straight to the 32 if you can afford it, and then the 48 terabyte after that, another 16 terabyte drive. That means it's less drives to plug into your machine, and less power consumption as well. So basically, to go to the full 48 terabyte, you need 3 drives. Now, Ultimate Deluxe control panels can only fit in 32 terabytes internal, so they can only fit 32 terabytes inside the machine. And then you have the 40 in 48 terabyte add-on drives, the 16 terabyte drive externally. Now, some games do require an SSD to play. Now, they will run fine on a mechanical hard drive. Most of the games do anyways. Most of the games play fine through USB. They just load a little slower on USB 3.0 than they do as a SATA, hardwired SATA. But the Ultimate Deluxe control panel doesn't have enough room to fit all the drives inside, so you've got to load them up externally. That's why we now have the full 32 terabytes inside the machine, and then the 40 and 48 terabyte externally. And then if you want Krisscoolmods drives, you can have those in an external caddy as well. So you could purchase a 5-bay external hard drive caddy and plug his drives in on the fly. So that's doable there. If you go with one of our 4-player Ultimate Deluxe control panels, you can fit all 7 drives in. I've managed to figure out the space inside the unit so you can fit all the drives in at once. I think that works out 7 drives. You might have the S drive now, that might have to be external USB, but we can add them inside. Now, if you've got a stand-up arcade, a 4-player or a 2-player stand-up arcade, you can fit all the drives inside there as well. So that's an option. You can have all the drives internal inside the arcade. So it is recommended you have them hardwired inside the arcade, but obviously with the Ultimate Deluxe control panels, they're a plug and play, easy to move around system, easy transportable system. It's ideal for most people. It means you can just grab your unit, put it in the back of the car, take it around your mates' house, plug it into the TV, and off you go. Now, depending on obviously the resolution, and if you've played on a TV before, you might have to just first time set up, change the resolution on the machine for that TV. So if you ever change the screen, you might just have to do that one setup, which I show every customer how to do that anyways when they get their machine. A lot of 4K TVs now, it does have to be changed, the resolution, when you start first time start the machine on that screen. Now, our 4-player units can go up to the RTX 4070 Ti graphics card, which will support the full 4K resolution, which then also means you don't even have to change any settings. You just plug it in, run it in 4K. It might be the case, so sometimes some TVs, if you first time plug it in, which I experienced yesterday with a customer's machine, it automatically set itself to 30 Hz. it's not the machine's fault, it's the TV that it was plugging into. It automatically puts itself at 4K 30 Hertz. You've got to then change it at 60 Hertz. Make sure it's changed to 60 Hertz for it to run properly, or it's going to look a bit sluggish, lagging, stuff like that. You've got to change it to the 60 Hertz or higher. Most stuff run at 60 Hertz anyways, especially older stuff, especially retro stuff, has got to detect in 60 Hertz. Some retro games, if it's at 120 Hertz, it'll act like it's running too fast, the game, rather than slow. If it was at 30 Hertz, it acts like it's running too fast, because those games were realistically, I think 50 Hertz was max on most of the games, but 60 is fine. 60, you don't notice any difference. It's nice, smooth, great gameplay. So yeah, that's just a bit of information for you all there. Right, what am I doing? Finish that up, right. What are we on? God of War in it, Ragnarok. Yeah, it's a good game, this, man. Really good game. It does have the Valhalla storyline as well. Let's start a new game. First time compiling the shaders, so it might take a little while. It shouldn't be too bad, because it is, like I say, hardwired. The oh no, this is a 40 terabyte setup in it, so it might take a little longer because it's through USB. So we do, like I say, if you're just joining the stream, likely it's the same guys watching, but if you are just joining, we do have a discount code. It is GUN, GUN, for £500 off on our sharpshooters. If you look on the screen there, you'll see the Aliens cabinet design as well, and that's a beautiful looking machine, man. It's a nice machine. Shipping as well. Shipping at the moment, the shipping options are cheaper at the minute. Economy shipping has come back, so shipping to the US is a bit cheaper now. I think a lot cheaper than it was before. But there is a bit of information on the shipping I do have to share. Obviously, I don't take responsibility for shipping, so I do recommend when you purchase one of our units that you fully insure the goods. And if it does arrive in any sort of ill shape, or if it's been mistreated, do not sign for anything. Do not accept the goods until it's been checked over. Because these shipping companies will screw you over. I always try my best on my end anyways to help you out, but I don't take responsibility for shipping. It's all booked in through you guys. That's why I say you must insure it. We do ship it off in a shipping crate. I may even start putting it on pallets, because I think these guys are just taking a lot more ill care with the units. Now, most stuff goes off fine. Every now and again you get some bad apples in these shipping companies. It's just one of those things. I try every which way to avoid it. I'll put them in shipping crates, properly wrapped, all in packaging peanuts, so you get very little external damage possible. but like I say, you can't put any trust in any shipping company. For UK customers, the best option is same day PLC. They're fully insured. They're not going to try and screw you over. They come, pick your unit up, and your goods is the only thing on that van. They pick it up, drop it off same day. It isn't cheap for it, but when you're spending a few grand on a machine, it is worth that same day PLC. So cinematic, this game. It's good, man.
I hope Fenrir got some sleep. Maybe he'll be ready to eat when we get home.
Yes. Quite sick, Chase.
I know, but he was a little better yesterday. Until he wasn't. If he keeps eating, I'm not giving up on him. Hear that?
Yes.
Is it hurt?
It is hard. The state is not far. Get ready.
She wouldn't give up that easy, would she?
She never does. Stay alert.
There she is! Brother! Got you! We gotta get away from her!
I'm trying!
Up there! What's she? Look out! The trees! They're coming down! That was too close. She's coming around again!
I do not wish to fight you!
I'm losing my grip here! Oh, Father!
I have you! Hold tight! Protection stave is near!
Oh no! Graham, we're not your enemy!
Graham, what?
Please don't make me do this!
Multi-stream watching, are you, dude?
We're through for Stave. We made it.
Let us go home.
It's Becky. Svana. Up. I'm sorry I couldn't take the shot.
I did not wish you to.
I keep hoping she'll let it go. You saved her life.
Right, so that was our shark shooter. Our shark shooters have a discount code GUN for £500 off. You can hit us up at dean@sharkade.co.uk. We do offer a games list on those. If you want a true, real, in-depth look of the shark shooter and an honest review, check out Wicked Gamer's channel. He has done a review of our Jurassic Park build. You can also add on our shark shooters is Krisscoolmods Beast Drive. That allows you to use the gun for IR guns, the aim track guns, the fusion, the blamcom, and all other types of arcade shooters. The retro shooters included in that as well. It adds another 700 games to the system. Now Krisscoolmods has a massive collection of different arcade shooters. Now the alien fixed guns that come with the shark shooters only support a large amount of shooting games, but not all. So some true light gun games may not work with the shark shooter itself. That's why we offer Krisscoolmods add-on drive, so you then can use other light gun kits with our system, turning it into an all-in-one arcade. Now the collection you get on it already is quite large. So you have your arcade MAME classics, you have your Sega Naomi Gun games, your Sega Model 2, your Nintendo Wii as well work with these guns, a PS2, and you have your Techno Parrot collection. Now, the Techno Parrot collection is a lot of the new arcade shooting titles. You have a ton on there, like Jurassic Park, the new Jurassic Park, Terminator Salvation, Aliens Armageddon, Aliens Extermination, Rambo, you have Sega Golden Gun, Let's Go Jungle, you have House of the Dead Remake, House of the Dead 4, House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, House of the Dead 3, and so many cool games. Now some games are still locked under Patreon through Techno Parrot. I think The Walking Dead is the only good game left on Patreon at the moment. Like I say, there may be 2 or 3 now arcade shooters that are locked in Patreon. What that means is you pay Techno Parrot a small subscription fee each month to have access to those games. That is out of our control. It's nothing to do with us on our end. You can put the units online and then you can activate your Techno Parrot subscription and put in your code each month to make sure you can have access to those games. Now over time the Techno Parrot emulator does update and some games do come out of Patreon. For example, Terminator Salvation, Rambo was under Patreon for quite a long time. Rambo's out of Patreon. Terminator Salvation is Transformers, Sonic Spark, is it? The new Transformers, not Human Alliance but the other Transformers. That's out of Patreon as well as a ton of other games. Jurassic Park as well, prime example, quality game, that is also out of Patreon as well. So like I say, there is some games, and if you don't mind supporting the Techno Parrot community, you can go ahead and just pay a small subscription fee to have access to those couple of games. But like I say, most of the new arcade shooting titles is on there all ready for you just to plug in and play. Now those guns do come with a realistic recoil feature. Now the recoils on these are extremely loud. The 24 volt, they have a crazy kickback. Now we were the first ones to set up these guns with simulated recoil and true recoil through each and every system. Also me and Krisscoolmods sat down and worked out the PS2 stuff. Chris had done some great work in the background as well with the cursor. I believe one of the games has a off cursor, and he managed to figure out something cool in the background, which managed to sort that out, which I haven't seen anyone else do yet. So the guy is good at what he does, and we do work extremely well together on stuff if it needs sorting or out like that. Like I say, Krisscoolmods does offer arcade drives. Now, I don't offer arcade drives for sale direct. What I mean by that is you don't just buy a drive from me, plug it into your arcade and off you go. You buy drives from me for your arcade for a Shar-Kade arcades. So I only offer drives for Shar-Kade units, not for other arcade builds. Krisscoolmods does. Krisscoolmods offers plug-and-play drives for PCs and arcade systems. I offer drives for my arcades only. Now, like I say, me and Krisscoolmods has spent many times, many hours, many nights sat there configuring his drives with my setup. So you can plug his drives into my system, load it from my menu, and load into his system. So it took a lot of work, a lot of figuring out, but that's how we've managed to get it all working. So you get the best of both worlds. You get one of the top arcade builders machines as well as one of the top drive builders. He is a top drive builder. Let's be honest. Who else does 168 terabytes, 170 terabytes, all that stuff? He's actually working on PS4 stuff as we speak. The guy is just constantly adding new stuff all the time. Now, obviously, PS4 stuff, the emulator isn't quite there yet, but it will be. It might take a couple of years to be fully supported, but more and more support's coming every day, and Chris is always ahead of the game. He's always getting that new stuff ready for when it is available, which is going to be extremely interesting once it is 100%. But like I say, he does a massive collection of stuff. Now, with Chris, we work slightly different when it comes to our support. Chris has a great support system, and he does monthly updates on his drives, his main drives, his main setup. Now, them automatic updates don't really come from my end when it comes to my system. Now, I'm a one-man band sort of thing at the minute. I used to have someone work with us, but I'm building these now all on my own, and the wife can't help as much because she's running the other business, her Dawkins. So basically, I can only update when I can. If you've got a problem, I'm always on the other end of the phone. I deal with WhatsApp, phone calls, video calls, stuff like that. So I'm always on there. Krisscoolmods actually works through Discord. So if you want support from him, you've got to go through all his Discord channel and stuff like that. With me, it's direct contact with me. Okay, so when you purchase a Shar-Kade unit and you receive your unit, you have a one-on-one personal talk and call with me. I talk you through how to use your machine. I don't build manuals, so I don't have a manual wrote up, because what I find, right, and I do this myself, I don't read things properly, and I don't. I can't sit there and read something and do it physically, stuff like that. It gets on my nerves, right? And people end up making mistakes because they misread something and they do it wrong. When you get your machine off me, I talk you through all the basics, right? And I teach you like I would teach anyone else in IT, right? I teach you the basics, show you how to do it, and then send you off on your way. Then you report back to me if you have any issues, and then I'll talk you through it, etc. That way you're learning the machine as you go, and you're actually physically doing something as you go. So it becomes muscle memory as you're doing it. Now, like I say, all these machines are plug and play, this, that, and the other. Now, depending on what unit you're going with, depends if, let's say if you get the Wii controller kit. The Wii controller kit, there is a certain way you've got to have the Wii controller kit load in for certain games, because it can cause problems on certain systems. That's why I do recommend we do have a gun for IR offer. we do offer the gun for IR on our arcade setups. That means it's just plug and play, no bullshit. You just plug it, off you go. With the Wii controller setup, there's different modes. There's 4 different modes on there, and we only utilize 3 of those modes. The first mode is crap. We don't use that, basically. Second, third, and fourth we use for different games, different systems. Because the way the Wii controller works is it works as a mouse, and it works as direct input controllers, and it then works as Wii controllers. Okay, so certain shooting games will work through Technoparrot as 2 controls, direct input controllers. Works great. But certain mouse games can only be supported by demo shooter and as mouse. So you've got to have it in mode 2, which is keyboard and mouse mode on it, basically. And that way you've got to have just no nunchuck plugged in and just a mouse. So like I say, what I usually do, instead of people reading this and not understanding it and sort of getting lost, I show them. I call them up. I usually show them the basics, send them on the way, then we'll have a follow-up call in a week's time, right? And then I'll show them how to use a Wii controller kit. And so far, so good. Some people may have to be told twice, but then they get it. You know what I mean? They get it off the go. They're playing the games, playing the machine, and it just works. You know what I mean? So that's how I like to do business. I like to have one-on-one with customers. Know what I mean? It might hold us up a couple of hours on a call. It shouldn't be more than a couple of hours, but some people might be a little bit slower than other people are getting things. Know what I mean? So I'll show you the basics. Basically, if you have issues, I'll show you how to sort those issues out through me. Basically, it means I can jump on your machine, take a look if there is. Know what I mean? Not every machine has issues. Not everyone has issues. This, that, and the other. But if you do have issues, I'm there. Know what I mean? And the support's there. And this is why I'm solid 5-star reviews, is because I put in the extra time. You're not just getting left to figure out a machine, and then if you do have a problem, you're not getting a crappy email back or contact us this, that, and the other on this day and this. Know what I mean? You usually got my phone number, and I usually look on my phone quite regularly, and then you can get hold of us there. Know what I mean? We are a 5-star business. Now, I don't know if you follow me reviews, but there has been another company put in a bad review. Now, I've got stuff to say on that matter, and that'll be all to come. They want to leave bad reviews on my business. They can crack on. They can. And we're talking about extreme gaming cabinets. I put up that video. I done that interview with Vito on his channel because I had reasons, right? Major reasons. Those guys nearly ruined my business, and I know it was them, and I know what they were doing, and I know what had been happening, and it will come out, and it will come out hopefully soon. But I'm sat on my hands at the moment, waiting for a few things to happen in the background, so I can come out and say what I need to fucking say. Because that company almost ruined me. Seriously. And I know it was them, and I know what they were doing. And they want to wonder why they're mentioned in my mouth all the time. Them brought up the drama, them caused the drama, them bring up bullshit and talk about bullshit all the time. About me trying to talk about his kids, this, that, and the other. I've never mentioned them once. He's brought them up. Never mentioned them once. I've talked about him and his missus, and I've only actually said good words about his missus because I've said on camera myself, people have a problem with him, not with her, right? So I will be having me say soon. I'm just sat on my hands waiting, right? So, like I say, I've seen his bad review. I've read it. It's a load of bullshit. Know what I mean? He's talking to his fucking arse as he usually does, right? But that's all I'm going to say on the matter at the minute. And I got his email. I ignored his email, and I'll share that as well. I'll save everything that's said or done. I'll back that shit up. So I know what he said and I know what he's done. and I know what happened, you know. So we'll see, right? So I am 5-star review, solid 5 stars. Take his review, leave his review, whatever. Go ahead and read it. It's up on there. He didn't purchase it according to him anyways, so he can't leave a bad review. If his son wants to leave one, that's fair enough, right? But he's got no right to leave a bad review. He didn't purchase a drive according to him. So he says, but he's happy to take it. Know what I mean? The kid just talks with his fucking arse all the time. So, yeah. So we're actually 4.9 stars. We've got one single bad review, and that's by Extreme Gaming Cabinets. So I wasn't saying anything. I haven't said now for the past 3 months that it's probably been up there, but I thought I'd bring it up so people know that that's where the bad reviews come from. Okay, but like I say, I'm saying nout up until I need to say something, or I can say something, because I know this bloke's spiteful. I've got his emails. I've got all his emails, everything he's ever sent. Know what I mean? And the stuff he says, and the stuff he threatens people as well. He's trying to take people to court at the moment. He's trying to threaten people with shit, and he's just talking his arse. He's just blowing hot air. That's all the kid's doing, right? And it clearly had an effect on him. Vito's video. I do recommend you go and check it out. I think it's Perfect Storm Gaming. Go ahead and check his channel out. He does a real in-depth video. It's got a few well-known characters in the scene come out and talk about some issues that end. At the end of the day, that's all I'm saying on the matter. He's brought it on himself. He's done it himself. He's got no one to blame but himself. Simple as that. As simple as that. So I'm gonna stop rabbiting on because I am quite tired. I've been working all day, so make sure you all like, share, subscribe to the videos, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch us all in the next one. Bye.